everyone, I haven't made one of these videos quite a while, but I did mention to you guys that I wanted to try and finish my Wreck This journal. Now, I do apologize if I accidentally repeat some of my pages over because I haven't made any of these videos in a really long time and I kind of lost track with which pages I've already shown you and which ones I haven't. So yeah, but I have been working on it quite a bit trying to get it finished up. And I thought that I would show you guys the pages that I already have in here. So the first one I'm going to go ahead and show you was one of the pages that you actually had to tear out. Originally I thought, I can't do a paper airplane. I've never made a paper airplane. I don't know how to make one. And I followed the lines. It was actually quite simple and I'm very proud of myself because I actually made a paper airplane. So this is what the outside of it looks like, and I just kind of made it like the sky and it's just blue with some clouds, and I thought it was really pretty. And then underneath I actually colored to look like a rainbow because I love rainbows. I think they're really pretty. And since this was sky themed, I thought it went along with it perfectly. And it does fly, so very proud of myself. All the pages that I tear out of my book, I end up putting in the back of my book because I made like a little pocket at the end. The following page said, draw fat lines and thin, pushing really hard with the pencil. So I wanted to be different than everyone else, and I really liked this idea whenever I thought of it. And I just drew the sun, and I kind of made it one of those like artistic looking suns, kind of like the Wiccan style. I gave him some different like rays around him, and then I drew some lines outside of that and just made the page really colorful right here behind him. And then on this side, I just drew like an artistic looking like crescent moon. I made it look as though the moon was melting, like different colors, so that was part of my lines as well. And I made it very like space-like and drew some clouds and some stars. And I really like the way that this page turned out. I think I did a really good job on it, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Following page I'm not that proud of, and it was do some rubbings with a pencil. Now I was trying to do what I did last time with my other Wreck This journal, where I took like something on the other side of the page and like I scribbled over top of it with a pencil. It did not work out that well, like it wasn't really showing through, and it just looked like a bunch of different scribbles. So I kind of made it like, how do you say it, like mosaic? Am I saying that right? I don't know. But I just colored the entire page like that, and then I drew a cardinal. I put it right here because there was actually a hole in this page because the other page was the scratch page and there was like a giant hole right there. So I put the cardinal on this piece of paper and taped it in there. No, it isn't my favorite. Yeah, and these were colored pencils, so it was still a pencil. Alright, the following page was compost this page and watch it deteriorate. I don't know how to compost anything. Neither would I want to. Like, that probably sounds really bad because I know it's probably like kind of helping the planet out a little bit. I think it's kind of gross in a way, and I didn't want to put my page through any of that. However, I did tear my page out and I did bury it in the yard for like overnight, and I went outside and I got it the next day. And the theme for this page was actually Pet Cemetery. So this is what it looks like. This was the side that I tore out and buried, and it has Churchill on it, which reminds me of my gray cat that just passed away, Ella. Him right there, and then it's like he's standing on that mountain, which if you've ever seen Pet Cemetery, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it has like all the rocks, like on the Indian burial ground or whatever, the rocks around him. And then on this side I just have the Pet Cemetery sign, and I put some of this, it was not really fake moss, it was actually real, but it was like the crafting moss that you can get at like Walmart and certain places in the craft section. And I just glued that into certain areas on the sign and just around on the ground because I thought it would give it like this nice grave looking touch. I drew the tombstones I drew some trees and then the moon behind there. And I like it. Pet Sematary is definitely one of my favorite horror movies, and I hadn't done a page to do with Pet Sematary in my book yet, so I thought that I would do that. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right there. And then I'll come back in the next few days or overnight and show you guys the results. We'll put him on top. Hey guys, so it's the next day. I just got up, if you can't tell by the sound of my voice. And I am going to check on the page. The other side was Please Don't Mind My Neighbor's Dogs. And then this was our Churchill side. I wanted to get it now because it kind of looks like it's gonna rain. The following page I'm also very proud of. I really like the way that it turned out. And this page was the Make a Sudden Destructive Unpredictable Movement with the journal. I waited until my parents were not really paying attention, and I ended up chucking it across the room and stomping on it. And it was really funny because they were like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm doing a page in my breakfast journal." And what I thought of was actually using like the Saw movies as inspiration and using the Jigsaw or Billy, I call him Jigsaw, I know that's not really his name, but that's what I call him, on this page, and make it like Saw themed. So that's exactly what I did, and I have a good friend who met at Scareview who actually plays Jigsaw, and that's what I call him. He was kind of like the inspiration for this page, so Jigsaw, if you're watching, I hope that you're proud. So I just drew the Billy puppet right here, and I'm really proud with how he turned out. And I put, "Do you want to play a game?" And I put some blood splatter around him. I just drew like part of a chainsaw with some blood on it, and then this is another saw, and I just drew the little swirlies that are on his cheeks. And then on the sides of the pages I just, I cut little grooves into them to kind of make them go along with the theme. I really like it. I think it's probably one of my favorite pages. The next page that I did was the Find a Way to Wear the Journal. Now, last time I believe I wore it as a bra. I don't know what gave me that idea, but this time I decided that I was going to wear it as a hat, and I actually took a picture of me wearing it as a hat. And if you grew up watching the Disney Channel, then you probably remembered the Wizards of Waverly Place. Now, in an episode of that show, they did this little, song thing this little song thing about hats, and it said, "What's that? A hat? Crazy, funky, junky hat," and I don't remember the rest of it. I thought it would be funny to add that in here. And so that's exactly what I did. I just drew a little sun hat right here, and I put, "What's that? A hat? Crazy, funky, junky hat." And then on this side I just drew a bunch of different styled hats. Like there's a party hat, a witch hat, a top hat, a toboggan, a baseball cap, and a wizard hat. And I just drew some swirlies around it and colored the letters. I think that it's cute. This is definitely one of, not my favorite pages that I've done, but it's one of my favorite pages to do because I think it's a lot of fun trying to figure out how to wear it. The next page was a page for 4-letter words. Now, I'm gross. I really don't care when it comes to poop and stuff. I know a lot of people are like, well, I wouldn't put something like that in my book, but it really doesn't bother me because I feel like it's a natural part of life. It doesn't bother me at all. And I have a bunch of stuff on here that might be kind of inappropriate, so if you're younger, skip through so you don't see this part. But I just drew my things on here. For example, I have a turd and poop, and here's a ring, and here's cool for Ice Cube, and then wink, and I drew a winky face and soda. There's a fart, a duck, a fish, cats, kiss, hell, fire, warm, heat, taco, a horn, a ball. I have a bunch of different words that have 4 letters in them, and I just drew like little illustrations for each one onto this page. Excuse the fact that I have some inappropriate and kind of gross things in there. Am I on the last page already? I believe that I am. This page actually goes along with the Pet Cemetery page, which was write a list of more ways to wreck this journal, and one of my ways was to bury the journal and let it set outside for a few days. So I didn't actually bury the entire journal, but I did bury that page, and so I felt like it was still a part of my list. So I decided to go ahead and mark that off. But yeah, those are all the pages that I have done in my Wreck This Journal so far since the last time I've made one of these videos for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big ol' thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already and become a morbid maniac. Definitely leave me a comment and let me know your favorite pages from this, I guess you could say, this past week, even though I've been doing them over a period of time. I like the Jigsaw page for sure. I like the sun page, and I also like the airplane that I made. So yeah, those were my favorites, but definitely let me know yours. And let me know if you've missed this series, because it's been like forever since I've made a video like this, and I'm almost done, you guys. I've only got like 20 some pages left to go and this book is done, and then I will be making a flip through for you guys, so very excited about that. But I will definitely see you guys in my next video.